So I'm trying to do like targeted exercise at least 4 times a week.
Hello, Mr. Leo.
Then from Ulta, and this will go for like 3 minutes. I'm gonna try this chicken karaage. I'm very, very much a night owl. Hey guys, welcome to vlog week day 4. I'm doing a vlog that I always like say I'm gonna do, but I never do, and I was like, now's the time. I have done morning routine vlogs before, but I haven't done like an afternoon / night routine vlog in so long. So that's what we're doing today. I just got done with a gym session. That's typically what kicks off my like late afternoon / evening plans. For my workouts, I typically either do the gym, Pilates. I am gonna be doubling up on Pilates classes. I'm gonna like officially sign up, and I think I've decided I'm gonna do the 2 weeks, or I'll do like mat Pilates at home. I'll just throw on a video from YouTube. Those are the typical workouts that I'll do in the afternoon, and I just kind of like rotate. I personally try to put myself on a plan where I'm like doing hard strength training, so like actually weightlifting at least a couple times a week, and then Pilates, either the reformer class or my mat Pilates 2 times a week. So I'm trying to do like targeted exercise at least 4 times a week, and then like I'll add in an extra gym session or mat Pilates session if I feel like it. And then obviously I do a ton of daily walks with Leo because he is an active boy and he needs a lot of physical exercise as well as mental stimulation. But anyways, I just got done with my workout today. Like you guys saw, I went to the gym. I had a little arm session, and typically after the gym or my Pilates class, since I'm already out and about, if I need to run any errands, I go ahead and do that. So I actually have a couple places that I need to stop today. I am very, very low on the moisturizer that I use for the daytime, so I put in an order at Ulta. I'm gonna go pick it up, and then I just need to grab like literally 5 things from the grocery store. I am gonna stop in though at Whole Foods, because one thing that I do need is sparkling water, and they have the big 12 packs there, and they're usually on sale, so I'd rather get them there since I'm literally gonna be next door to it. It's right next to the Ulta, so I'll grab water from there. But everything else on my way back, I'm gonna stop at the grocery store and just grab some stuff that, you know, might have gone bad over the last week, or like small like produce things that I wanted to add in but I didn't want to get last week because it wouldn't have lasted to this week. So that's the plan for right now. Then I'm gonna head home and do like a light late lunch, just because my schedule is so weird. I usually do just like a very light, almost like a snack like lunch, and then I'll have dinner way later tonight.
Hello, Mr. Leo. Back up. Hey, back up. Good boy. Good boy. Okay, buddy. Can you please inspect? Thank you so much. Gotta make sure it's safe to come inside the house, huh? Thank you, buddy. Is it squid time?
Back home, and I'll do a little quick mini haul of everything that I got. So I was out of my creamer. One of the first things that I need to get today is more creamer. From Whole Foods, I grabbed this. This is little mini pretzel crisp bites, and I got the garlic and herb one. This just looked like a good little snack to munch on whenever I just need a little quick something. I ate like a small handful of these in between Whole Foods and the grocery store, but these Havio corn chips, they're so good. They're freaking addicting. I'm just gonna go ahead and clip these. put those away in a second. From Whole Foods, I also got some heirloom tomatoes. I'm obsessed with heirloom tomatoes on my toast in the mornings now. It's like my new thing. Can't live without them at this moment. No, like your battery's dying, so let's go grab you a new one. And we're back. Then from the regular grocery store, well, the creamer was from the regular grocery store too, but I also got some Parmesan, big tub, because I go through Parmesan like crazy. And then I got some shredded chicken, which I'm actually gonna go ahead and use right now. And then I wanted to get some more shredded cabbage, but the one that they have at the grocery store is like angel hair shredded, and I'm not about that. So I just got this coleslaw salad mix, but I'm not gonna use the dressing. I'm just gonna use like the shredded lettuce and carrots to make my crispy, crunchy sesame chicken salad, which I'm actually gonna put together right now. And I also got some zucchini. Trader Joe's came out with karaage, and I love karaage so much. So I thought I would saute up some zucchini in like a teriyaki sauce or something to go with it. And then finally some cilantro for my bowl. So I'll need that in a second. Then from Ulta, I got my Kula Sunless Tan Anti-Aging Daily Moisturizer. This was actually on sale, so I got a little bit of money off, which was nice. And then two new products that I wanted to try. I saw this on TikTok just very recently. This is the Real Techniques, what is this? Miracle 2-in-1 powder puff. So one side is supposed to be for powder and the other side is supposed to be for cream products, concealer, foundation, that kind of stuff. So anything that can kind of like be all the tools in one, I'm a sucker for trying. So we'll see if this is actually any good. I'll try that probably on a different vlog at some point. And then this one, I think I might do a dedicated review on. I got served an ad for this. This is the DP Hue Glossy Glaze, and it's supposed to just like enhance your color. So I got it in the Cool Blonde because I figured it'd be good for toning. And it's a 2-minute conditioning glaze, and it's supposed to give luminous shine and sheer color. So if your color is getting a little bit dull or whatnot, or you know, it needs to be toned, like I said, you can go over it with a glaze in between salon visits and just kind of like revive the color. And my hairdresser is out on maternity leave. I don't have another hair appointment until October, and this is gonna start getting crazy. Although like right now it's actually pretty good tone wise. It looks really, really nice. Should take this out, but I know in like a couple weeks or so it's gonna need to be toned. I actually just toned it because 2 days ago was Wild River, so I toned it after being in the chlorine and sun all day. So it looks really, really good right now. And to tone it regular, memory card was full. I'm just like all over the place, but to tone it regularly, the products that I use right now, I first use the Way Detox shampoo. It's exactly what I did in the Wild Rivers vlog, and I'll follow it up with the Dry Bar Blonde Ale hair mask. So essentially this would replace the hair mask. I think I could still do the detox shampoo beforehand, but I would use the glaze in place of that mask. So I'll try that in a few weeks when I need to tone my hair. Again, like I said, I can do like a dedicated review video on it so that I can give like a little bit more detail and stuff. But I'm gonna put this away and then make my salad and then eat, because I would say probably in about 45 minutes I need to take Leo on his night walk. I'm pushing it later and later because it's hot, it's summertime, and for us, fall actually has some of the hottest days of the year. So he's still gonna stay on a later evening walk schedule, probably through mid to late October, and then I can start moving it back up to like 5 o'clock for his late afternoon walk. But right now it's just sometimes it's just too hot and stuff. And then even if it is cool, like today's actually a little bit cooler, I still don't want to walk him too early because I want to keep him on that schedule. I don't want to keep confusing him. So I got a little bit of time to assemble my salad and eat, and then we'll take Leo on his big walk. And that's actually what I use as my cardio. I'll put on my weighted vest, and then especially on times that I want to like make sure I'm being a little bit more challenged. You guys have seen us walk there so many times. There's a neighborhood that's like ultra rich houses, but it's built into like these like little hills over by the back bay, so there's like a bit of up and down and stuff. So with the weighted vest and everything, it is a pretty rigorous walk. So yeah, that's the plan. So I'm not gonna like shower from the gym until I'm done with my walk because there's no point. I'm definitely gonna sweat on the walk. I made myself a little baby serving of this. This is probably about like 2/3, maybe even like half of what I normally would have, just because I had those chips and I feel a little bit fuller. But this time I'm actually gonna store my damn cilantro correctly. It died within like 3 days last time. I did not store it correctly. So I washed the whole bunch and I've been letting it kind of dry out a little bit on a paper towel. And then now I have a fresh towel over it to soak up any moisture, and then I'm just gonna put it in its own bag. Get as much air out as I can. Hopefully that'll stay fresher longer. But this salad is like my new obsession. This is my new fixation. I've had this salad so many times over the last couple weeks since I like first thought of like the recipe for it, and I'm just like can't stop, won't stop. This is so perfect for if I'm in a rush or I'm feeling lazy and I need something nice and hearty but I don't want anything too heavy. It's honestly just such a good option. Are we buckled in for safety, buddy?
Yeah, all buckled in.
It's nice having that because then I can let him kind of like hang his head out the window and I never have to worry about him jumping out of the car. Like my super sweet second son did one time, which scarred us for life. I know I've talked about it a few times, but for anyone who never heard the story, Spartacus, I think it was like about 4 or 5 months after we first got him, and luckily, somehow, his recall from day one was immaculate. This one, recall's like shaky. We're working on it. But Spartacus's recall was on point. Like he never wanted to be out of sight. So if I called for him, he'd come right over, which was like my only saving grace with this. But it was back when I was working in LA and my office mates loved having dogs in the office. So I got to bring him in and I was on the side streets and it wasn't in like a bad part of LA. It was like in an okay area. It was just outside of Santa Monica. But I was driving, I stopped at a red light and I could see it in Spart's face. Like he 100% let his intrusive thoughts win. Like I could see the wheels turning in his head and he was like, oh, I could easily jump out of here. You know what? I'm gonna do it. And he just hopped right out of the car and just started like wandering around and I freaked out. I put the car in park and I'm like calling, I'm like, get back here right now. And like the light turned green as I was trying to get him back into the car and like the lady behind me was like honking at me. Mind you, she had watched all of this happen. I'm like, could you have like a second of patience? Like you clearly saw what happened. I'm trying to get my dog. Also there was like another lane she could have gone around because there wasn't like really anyone else coming. But yeah, Spart jumped out of the car window one time. So after that, we only allowed the car windows to be cracked like a third of the way down for Spart and then when we first got Leo. But now that he's like strapped into the car, he literally cannot go anywhere unless he gets unbuckled by one of us. But now that he's secure, he gets the whole window down and he can like hang his head out, which is great because he loves it. And then like another bonus too of having him strapped in is when he was loose, he just like, he's so fidgety. He would just like wander around the car. He was like constantly standing up, sitting down, laying down, getting back up, all of that stuff. And if I like took a turn a little bit hard or had to like brake suddenly because like something ran into the street or whatever, he'd fall because obviously he's a little bit unbalanced to begin with and then like he's just running around back there. So I'm relieved that that's like another thing that I don't have to worry about now that he is seat belted into the car. He's so good about it. He learned so fast exactly where he needs to sit. Sometimes he's not paying attention and sit in the middle or just not far over enough and I'll wait for him, then he'll look at me and he'll go like, oh, and then he'll sit where he's supposed to get strapped into the car. And he was like so good with the harness and getting strapped in from like day one. He's honestly like a very adaptable dog. He learns things fast, he learns patterns fast, and for the most part he's pretty like unbothered after like the initial introduction of something. So we're very lucky with him on those points. But yeah, anyways, I love the seatbelt harness. It's just honestly put me so much at peace of mind. If you are thinking of getting a seatbelt harness for your dog, I highly recommend the one that we have. It's a Sleepy Pod Click It Sport, and it's one of the only dog harnesses that was specifically crash tested. Like they put a dummy dog in one of these and crashed cars with it, and it's one of the only ones that was actually tested and actually passed with flying colors. There's like a couple others that did as well as it, but this was the one that I just wanted to go with. And yeah, we love it. And he's learned now that when he sees me pull out the harness, that means he's going in the car. If I'm just putting the collar on him, he knows it's just a walk. So he's really adapted to it super well. But all right, we are pulled up here in our walking spot. Gonna get geared up. Just for anyone who's wondering, in my little pouch here, I've got treats in the front, extra poop bags, and then I have the poop bag dispenser, pet corrector in case of any off-leash dogs, hand sanitizer because I've learned my lesson so many times. Accidentally like touched his poop and I just feel so gross the whole walk, so now I carry hand sanitizer. And then I have his water bottle holder right here. I don't think that I'm gonna bring it. I'm gonna take my cell phone out of it only because we're gonna go on like a little bit of a shorter walk today because my legs are still so tired from Wild Rivers. And then I have, oh, here we go, my weighted vest. Just go ahead and throw this on. Since I was doing a shorter walk today, I was like, let's pop the weighted vest on. There's like definitely some elevation changes and stuff here, not anything dramatic, just like little small hills and stuff. So even though it's a shorter walk, those elevation changes plus this should give me a pretty decent challenge. But okay, I'm gonna get him. Leo, head inside. Good boy. That's a good boy. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay, release. Good boy. skincare routine. I've mentioned it a couple times. I switch back and forth between skincare tools. 3 to 4 days out of the week, I use the PMD Wave Pro, and then the other 3 to 4 days of the week, I use the Solawave Skincare Wand. I'm gonna do the Solawave today. Here's what it looks like. It's that little head that rotates. I'm going to go ahead and apply my serums and stuff, starting out with the Lancome Regenery Triple Serum. I got this in PR like a week ago, and I really like this serum a lot. Also, too, like the packaging, amazing. But I'm essentially going to do like 85% of my skincare now because I just jumped out of the shower. My skin is nice and clean, and it's pretty much the end of the day. Next, I'm going to do the Cocokind Postbiotic Acne Serum. I apply this day and night because I am acne prone. Just kind of all over, but mainly focusing on my lower face. That's where I tend to break out, and then drag it onto my jaw. And then tonight I'm going to do the Turmeric Illuminating Solution. This is from Cocokind. I do this like 4 nights a week, and then 2 to 3 nights a week I do the Trader Joe's Retinol Night Serum. This is retinol, so you don't want to do it every single day, especially if your skin isn't used to it. I just started incorporating it in, so I'm being conservative and just doing 2 nights a week, working my way up to 3. But on the nights I don't apply it, I do the turmeric solution, because the turmeric solution too isn't supposed to be applied every day. So it's kind of my way of reminding myself which nights I'm doing which. For the Solawave Wand, it does have its own serum. This is the Renew Complex Activating Serum. I could technically just do the wand with just the skincare that I have, but I have the serum, so we're going to use it. Also, it's designed for this, so the wand slides better when you use it, but I'm just going to apply a drop, massage it in. I really like this wand. I feel like my skin just has been looking so much more alive lately. But the big thing with this wand is that it has a lot of anti-aging properties. I'm just gonna hold down the on button to turn it on, and then just slide it in an upward motion on my face. And then I turn it horizontal to go underneath my eyes on my dark circles. And this will go for like 3 minutes. It'll kind of like flash when it's time to go to the other side. So it's time for the other side. I wasn't paying attention and I didn't apply this in time, but I just turned it off, turn it right back on, and do the same thing to the other side. So for those of you curious about the Solawave Wand, the benefits are it'll lift, it'll firm, tone, brighten, and it also helps to reduce fine lines and wrinkles. So tons of benefits with this thing. I wanted it for so long, and when Solawave reached out to me to do a collab over on TikTok, like, me talking about it here is not part of the collab at all. I just genuinely use this and really like it. But when they reached out to me, I was so freaking excited. I have wanted this wand for so long. I really love it so far. I think I've been using it for about 3 weeks now, and I have noticed like more firmness in my skin and stuff. Luckily, I don't have too many wrinkles yet, but I do want to prevent that. Using stuff like this is like one of the preventative measures that I like to take. And I don't know why, but I've been getting really insecure about like here. I mean, nothing's really happening there yet, but you know what it was? I used the old filter on myself, and that's where the most aging showed, like just sagginess with gels, and it just like scared the shit out of me. So I'm like going over that area with like extra pressure. I'm like, lift this bitch up. We are not sagging. And I can usually tell when it's about to be done because I'll notice that it's not as slick to move the wand on my skin. It means like the serum's kind of like sunken in and just like worked its way into my skin. And then that's when I'll usually go in and apply the next drop and just move the wand when it's time. Then final one is on my forehead, and for this one I just go up, so I want to lift everything. I do have Botox on my forehead, but you know, whatever we can do to assist, we will use. And also too, my Botox is preventative, so I mean, there wasn't really much to do to begin with, but prevention is key. All done with my Solawave. I'm just gonna take a cloth and just wipe down the head really quick. Then finishing up the rest of my skincare, I have like a zit right in here. I'm sure you guys can't even really see it, but I put a little bit of this Fix My Zit. It's like a blemish treatment for my dew care. It like hurts so bad. It's like right here. It's like one of the ones that's just like a painful mound that you can't even like pop or anything to relieve it. Eye cream, the Glow Recipe Avocado Retinol Eye Cream. I'm gonna take a small spoonful. So my brows are like going crazy because they just got laminated yesterday, if you missed that vlog week video. So they're like easy to like move and stuff, and when I showered, they just like went all over the place. But okay, last step for right now, and then I do have more that I do right before I go to bed. I'm gonna do my night cream. Right now it's the Lancome Regenery Peptide Cream, and then I do spread my skincare down to my neck and my chest because I'm concerned with anti-aging stuff, so your neck and your chest will give your age away too. And then I'm just gonna do my Urban Cowboy Tattoo Balm just on the tattoos on my arms because those are the ones that I can reach, and also those are the tattoos for Spurt and Pip, so I want to make sure that those stay nice and pristine for as long as possible. So that's the first phase of my nighttime skincare. After this, there's just like a couple more steps I do, but like I said, I do that right before I go to bed. I got Leo's base of kibble and the dehydrated food, and then just going to do hot water in there, and then also a little bit of blue spirulina for his allergies. Then he gets 7 pumps of the omega oil from Native Pet, Regimen joint supplements. Duck foot because he likes crunchy stuff and also kind of helps to clean his teeth. Then I realized I forgot to make his pumpkin molds, so I'm just gonna do straight pumpkin, which he will eat, so not a big deal. But I did notice he was trying to eat grass, so he might have eaten something that is making his tummy not feel great. So definitely want to get pumpkin in his dinner tonight. And then this is just some canned, no salt added green beans. These are French cut. He loves green beans. But I do still have some of these. So this one is blackberry with coconut water and a little bit of goat milk yogurt. And I made them like little bears. And then this one is straight goat's milk with blueberries. And finally for his topper, I'm gonna go with some dehydrated green lipped mussels for just even more joint support. Down. Good boy. That's what his dinner looks like. Release. So Trevor and I have just been watching TV. Since he's back in school, his night schedule is like pretty short, so just hanging out. It was so cute. Leo was cuddling with him. But now I'm putting together dinner for myself. I'm gonna try this chicken karaage from Trader Joe's. I love karaage so much, so I'm hoping that theirs is really good. And for this time trying it, I'm just gonna do a few because I have leftovers from Wealthy, that grill we went to after Wild Rivers. So I'm just gonna have enough to just supplement that. And this does come with a dipping sauce, but I never use the dipping sauce whenever I have karaage. Oh, these are, they probably do better in the air fryer, but I'm not about to set up our air fryer right now. So I'm used to them being a little bit more panko breaded. Not exactly panko, but like that flaky breading, as opposed to like, this is more battered. We'll see how it goes. Just gonna pop a few on my cooking sheet, and then it says to put it in for 18 minutes. And I'm not gonna bother with the sauce today. I'll try the sauce some other time. But I've just been editing and working on stuff for vlog week so far tonight since Trevor's gone to bed. I'm very, very much a night owl, so a lot of the stuff that I do for YouTube, I do late at night after Trevor goes to sleep. Like all the editing, descriptions, even all of like my TikToks and shorts, all of that gets done literally right now. So I'm basically just gonna be like working through the rest of the night while eating my dinner. So there's my dinner. I have my leftover stir fry from the other day, and then the karaage. I feel like this mix is giving girl dinner right now, and I'm totally here for it. But let's go ahead and try one of these karaage. Let me get a decent piece. There we go. So again, just appearance wise, it doesn't really feel like or seem like karaage. I mean, karaage is, I shouldn't have said flaky before. It's more like the chicken's rolled in the flour than fried versus battered. It doesn't like fully feel like karaage, but try it. It's good. It's really good. The flavor's close. Again, though, the battering is throwing me off, but they're good. I would get them again, but I wouldn't necessarily label this as karaage, you know? But anyways, I'm gonna eat my dinner and keep working until it's time to take Leo on his night walk.
Is it time for nighttime walkies? Huh? Oh my goodness. Safety first, right, buddy? Because you're so hard to see in the dark. You're so hard to see in the dark. We got back from our walk, but he loves to play this game. And he won't come upstairs unless I bring some treats for him. So, come on. Let's go. Let's go upstairs. Upstairs. Good boy.
Time to finish things up for the night. Just gonna brush through my hair really quick with the brush worth all the hype, or should I say the unbrush worth all the hype. It's just so gentle on her hair. A lot of the nights I'll put my hair up in a high bun in my pillow scrunchies from Kitsch, but I've been wanting to switch to a loose French braid because I like the way the waves have been in my hair lately whenever I take my hair out of a French braid. I'm gonna do it like pretty loose because since I'm sleeping on this, it'll just get too crimped if I do it tight and sleep on it for hours and hours. Just trying to keep it as loose as possible, not pulling it tight or anything. And then I'm gonna take a smaller satin scrunchie. This is the scrunchie that came with like the overnight curls little system, but gentle on the hair. And since it's a scrunchie, it's not gonna be too tight on the end here. Little sleep braid. Then on my face, I'm gonna finish up with the Grande Lash Serum, which I need a refill on. My Laneige lip mask. This is the gummy bear one. Absolute best one. And since my brows are freshly laminated, this is just some castor oil in here. I'm gonna take just a little bit and run it through my brows just to rehydrate the hairs a little bit. I'll usually do this for like 3 or 4 nights after I laminate my brows. I need to take out the contacts. I now cannot see you guys. Lavender body lotion for my arms. All right, and that is it for my, I guess, late afternoon, evening, nighttime, summer routine. I hope that you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys tomorrow for the last day of this vlog week day 5.